How to turn a breech baby. While it is common for a baby to be in the breech position bottom down several times throughout a pregnancy, approximately 3% of babies remain in the breech position until they reach full term. These babies are called breech babies and are at greater risk for certain problems, such as hip dysplasia and lack of oxygen to the brain during birth. Various alternative methods have been purported to encourage a breech baby into the correct birthing position, known as vertex position, between weeks 30 and 37, such as specific exercises, hot and cold packs, and sound therapy. There is more anecdotal than scientific evidence to support these claims. After 37 weeks, you should rely strictly on medical assistance to turn the baby, though it's always wise to seek your doctor's consent at any stage of your pregnancy. Using exercise weeks 30 to 37. Try the breech tilt. The breech tilt is the most commonly used exercise for turning breech babies. It helps the baby to tuck his or her chin, known as flexion, which is the first step in flipping over. To perform the breech tilt, you need to elevate your hips between 9 and 12 inches above your head. There are several ways of doing this. The easiest way is simply to lie on the ground and prop your hips up with pillows. Alternatively, you could get a broad plank of wood or even an ironing board, which you'll need to prop up against a bed or a couch with a non-slip yoga or floor mat underneath. Lie on the board so your head is at the base, supported by a pillow, and your feet are at the raised end. Have a spotter nearby for safety. 1. Do this 3 times a day for 10 to 15 minutes each time, on an empty stomach, and during times when the baby is active. Try to relax and breathe deeply as you perform the exercise, and avoid tensing the abdominal muscles. For added benefit, you can combine the breech tilt with the application of heat and ice, or sound. Do the knee to chest exercise. This exercise uses gravity to encourage the baby to somersault into the correct birthing position. Get down on your knees on the floor or bed and rest your forearms on the ground. Stick your butt into the air and tuck your chin. This allows the lower part of your uterus to expand, making room for the baby's head, too. Hold this position for 5 to 15 minutes, twice a day. Try to do it on an empty stomach, otherwise you might feel slightly ill afterwards. If you can feel the baby's position, it may be possible to help the turning process along. While leaning on one elbow, use the opposite hand to exert gentle upward pressure on the baby's rear end, which is located just above your pubic bone. Do a forward-leaning inversion. The forward-leaning inversion is similar to the knee-to-chest exercise, but a little more extreme. Start in the knee-to-chest position on your bed or the couch. Carefully, place your palms on the floor. Remember to tuck your chin, as this helps to relax your pelvic muscles. Be very careful when performing this exercise, as you don't want your hands to slip. An exercise mat or non-slip carpet pad can give you traction. Have your partner help you into position and use their hands to support your shoulders throughout the exercise. Hold this position for up to 30 seconds. Keep in mind that it's better to repeat the exercise frequently 3 to 4 times per day than to hold the position for a longer period of time. 1. Get in the pool. Swimming and doing crouches and flips in the pool can help a baby turn into the vertex position on his or her own. Try the following pool exercises with a spotter nearby. Crouch on the bottom of the pool in deep water, and then push off and reach your hands up as you break the surface of the water. Just swimming around the pool can encourage the baby to move and feels really good during the final weeks of pregnancy. The front crawl and the breaststroke are thought to be particularly effective for this. Do front and back flips in deep water. This will relax your muscles and make it easier for the baby to roll over on his or her own. If you have good balance, you can also try doing an underwater handstand and holding it for as long as you can hold your breath. Dive in. Dive into the pool while gently holding the baby's head out of the pelvis. The weightlessness and rushing water is thought to help the baby roll over on his or own. Pay close attention to your posture. Aside from doing specific exercises to encourage your baby to turn, it's important to pay attention to your posture in your day-to-day life, as this can affect the baby's movement. More specifically, good posture will help ensure the maximum amount of room available in the uterus so the baby can turn into the correct position on his or her own. For perfect posture, use the following guidelines. Stand straight with your chin level to the ground. Allow your shoulders to drop naturally. If you are standing up straight with your chin in the proper position, your shoulders will drop and align naturally. Avoid throwing them back. Pull in your abdomen. Do not stand with your belly pouched out. Pull in your butt. Your center of gravity should be over your hips. Position your feet properly. Put your feet shoulder width apart and spread your weight evenly over your feet.